So Lamoureux will get things started. Into Bailey Tappan. Thought about a pass to Bernardino, and the pass goes to Sidney Tappan and poked out of bounds off of Tappan's hands, and it'll be Ridgeback ball. Karen, low pass, and Flahergan able to keep control of it. Stasiak thought about a three.
Would have been a deep one.
Yeah. Karen. Brodeur, step back. Off rim, it looked good.
Nice chance under pressure, no time.
Bernardino. Works off the fast break, and shot goes wide. Will stay with Laurentian. Lamoureux snakes her way into the paint and picks up another 2 points. It's a 1 point lead for the Ridgebacks, 51-50. Also a very good Van Halen song. And Tappan picks up a foul. Just her second of the game. Hadiza comes in, and Stasiak will head out. Hadiza.
Another beautiful pass by Karen. She's been having herself quite a night. I know she was doing a lot of that yesterday, and the shots just weren't connecting afterwards, but she's being rewarded for her efforts.
Lamoureux, so technical in the paint, some good footwork, and finds a response for 2 points. That was a great pick and roll sequence on the play before, as you mentioned.
Karen leading the way with 5 assists, the next highest in the game with 2.
And a travel called. A couple substitutions for the Ridgebacks. We'll see Nadia Ismaila come in. Esso goes out. Cleofat comes in, and Brodeur heads out. Bernardino passes it to Lamoureux. Sidney Tappan. Robertson Marr. Tappan loses her defender, puts up the shot. It's Robertson Marr battling and finds 2 points to go ahead by 1 point. So it'll be a timeout called by the Ridgebacks and continue.
Points. Just a very impressive showing by the two of them.
And they've had some very impressive pick and roll plays. Honestly, I think once they get going, they'll be a team that challenges for a playoff spot and challenges to make a bit of a run in the playoffs as well. There's a lot of talent to work with in the OUA this year. So they'll have to get going quickly. Can't afford to drop too many games. Cleofat gets bumped, but it will head the other way. Tappan. Lamoureux into the paint, and is a foul on Nadia Ismaila. So just like that, Lamoureux tied for the lead in scoring for the Voyageurs. 18 points. And misses the second, but Sidney Tappan with the rebound. Bernardino able to keep control of the ball. They get the ball back from Bailey Tabin. And Laurentian just getting a full steam ahead into the paint. 58-43. Laurentian leads. Karen. Flahergan turns the corner. No foul called. And there probably shouldn't have been.
This is the largest lead for Laurentian so far.
Lamoureux gets the ISO into the paint. Scoop shot off glass, and that's been automatic for her over the past few minutes. 54-53, 6 minutes left in the game. Lamoureux is finding her mismatches.
Ridgebach's going to want to tighten up. Laurentian's on a 10-0 run right now. They're going to want to stop the bleeding as soon as possible.
Cleofat. She pulls into the paint and foul called. Cleofat will head to the line. And the thing about the size difference that we're seeing with Laurentian obviously has its benefits offensively. You get your shots up a bit cleaner, you get mismatches more often, but those mismatches also really drain the energy out of the defender as you're carrying that weight a bit more. And I think that's what you're starting to see a bit here as Lamoureux is really picking up steam. Sydney Tabin isn't able to finish on the break.
Great rebound there by Nadia Ismaila. Really squeezed that tight and use some tenacity to take that away.
Nadia over to Hadiza. Hadiza shakes Bailey. And ball tied up. Possession arrow is...
Shows like she bumped her face there, squeezing that ball.
Is that her face? And Wellness Center as Hadiza Ismaila has gone off with an apparent arm injury.
It is unclear if she will return or if she will sit out the remaining 5 minutes of the game.
It'd be a big blow for the Ridgebacks running down the stretch here as they're looking to make a comeback as the Voyageurs have taken control of the game for the time being. Up 60-54, 5 minutes left. Lamoureux is getting everything she wants.
She is feeling nice with those scoop shots, just so soft and delicately off the fingers.
And it's really been a pleasure to be on air at the same time that her game has been evolving. And the first year here in the OUA, she was really the queen of getting free throws and getting to the line and converting there. Last year, she had to do a bit more as the call wasn't in her favor as much. And here this year has a variety of ways of getting into the paint and finishing with scoop shots off glass. Really an impressive player.
You know what, you really see that at almost any level of the sport. Someone will come in and they're kind of under the radar and they play really well. And in their second year or after a bit of time, teams start to kind of scout it out and they kind of know what to expect and they kind of devise their strategy to shut that person down.
Lamoureux for a three!
Speaking of.
And that's the other part of her game. If constantly throughout the summer really been working on step back threes and threes in motion. She's posting all about it all over her Instagram. So to see that translate and a response three on the other end from Stasiuk to keep the Ridgebacks alive.
And you know, that's what it is. Your game has to evolve once other teams start to figure you out, and that's how a great player gets even better.
Tabin.
A lot of scoring here.
With 20 points. Nadia Back to Stasiak for three. 67-61, and back-to-back threes from Marie Stasiak.
She's doing everything she can to keep the Ridgebacks in here.
Off glass and poked out from Stasiak. Will find its way to Lamoureux, who has been unstoppable for the last 5 minutes, and Sydney Tappan will contribute to the tally now. 8-point lead for Laurentian.
Stasiak seems to be...
Yeah, Stasiak seems to be slightly shaken up on the back end of the play.
Yeah, I saw her go for an initial block, and after she came down, she was not involved in the rest of that play. I don't know if she was winded or something had happened, something had come loose, but that was fairly quick.
Hadiza Ismaila back in the game, so good to see that, as well as his sister and Esso and Karen, the other end of the equation.
We'll keep an eye on Stasiak. She has made quite an impact for the Ridgebacks just in the last, I want to say even 40 seconds, hitting two back-to-back threes. Ridgebacks are going to hope that she can get back in here.
She's a key component off the bench. On the move, shot from Karen, finds separation, just isn't able to get it to go.
Since Stasiak has moved back to the bench, maybe feeling a little bit better.
Bailey Tabin, and a big mismatch of size when she gets into the paint, matched up on Nadia Ismaila. And a mismatch in size there, going the other way as Flahergan swats Bernardino's shot. So 2 minutes and 23 seconds left. Still an 8-point lead for Laurentian. Shot out, and it's a rebound by Nadia. Hadiza wide open, has to think twice about it, but she swishes it. 69-63.
Been an energetic, a lot of back and forth action here in the last 2 minutes or so.
And it can really go either way. Tabin gets locked down. Lamoureux in and out. And Robertson Marr this time finds Sydney Tabin and a clean block as Nadia Ismaila gets her hand on it.
It's been one issue for the Ridgebacks. They're getting some really nice stops, but Laurentian's getting the ball right back, and they're able to just really...
The Ridgebacks currently down by 6. They'll need to find some stops coming up here. Into Sydney Tabin, and the rebound picked up by Nadia, or Hadiza, and Nadia is the one that has it poked away.
It's the third personal foul for Laurentian this quarter.
One more in there in the bonus, but down to a minute 30 remaining. Might not make too big of a difference. Flahergan, and that's the start of what they need. 69-65.
It'll be a nail biter. We're going right to the end here.
And it always is with these two teams. Tabin loses it.
Flahergan almost didn't get to squeeze that. 104 remaining.
Nadia picks up the foul, and it's a three-point play.
Nadia Ismaila is feeling the energy of the crowd. Ridgebacks behind by 2 now. Going to the free throw line to shoot one with 1:02 left on the clock here.
And it is automatic free throws the rest of the way for the Ridgebacks as Laurentian now has 5 team fouls.
That's huge. 14 points now for Nadia Ismaila, leading scorer on the Ridgebacks thus far.
So we were questioning about how big that may be down the stretch. And that is a lot of opportunities to stop the clock for the Ridgebacks going the other way. And it's going to take 4 fouls from Laurentian to pick it up. Tabin hits the ground. Lamoureux drives. Ismaila, shot clock violation.
Incredible defensive possession there by the Ridgeback. They almost got the over and back. They almost pushed them back to the half court.
It can never just be a normal game with these two teams. It has to be some ridiculous drama, and this game is no exception. Nadia into the paint, tied up by Tabin, sent to the ground. Flahergan pokes it out to Karen. Karen, and pass behind Ismaila.
That was an incredible pass, but I don't think anyone was ready for that. 21 seconds. They are going to have to start fouling.
Yep. And the foul is going to come quickly from Hadiza. They take 3 seconds off the clock. And this is where not being really high up in team fouls is actually going to come back to bite them a little bit, as they're going to have to put in significant work to get them into the bonus.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to rely on that. You might just have to just play really tight defense.
Well, the issue with that is the shot clock's turned off. 15 seconds left.
So I will say Esso and Hadiza are both 4 personal fouls each.
And that is the 4th team foul.
And now Nadia, 14 fouls, so neither of them can get another one or they're going to be kicked out.
And Nadia will pick up the next team foul.
So by my count, Nadia just hit 5.
And Nadia Ismaila is going to come out. Brodeur comes back in. So a intentionally missed foul can still advance the ball.
Everyone here on the edge of their seats. Stasiak at half court.
Lamoureux misses the first. Opens it up to be a game-winning three-point shot.
She has not hit a free throw yet this game. 0 for 2. Make that 1 for 3. 2-point spread. Ridgebacks will have 11.4 seconds to either tie it up at 70 apiece or to get the go-ahead. If
victory.
Looks like Stasiak is not coming out for this last play.
So Flahergan, Esso, Karen, Brodeur.
Be interesting to see what play they drew up here.
Karen, 8 seconds left. Flahergan moves it into the paint. Shot off glass, no good. And Rismond with the rebound. I don't hate the call.
I think that'll do it. 0.4 seconds.
That'll pretty much ice the game as Lamoureux comes to the line.
You almost want to miss this second shot just to get the clock rolling. Because if she hits this, the Ridgebacks could realistically get something going.
And she hits that.
See, in that situation, I think you wanted to hit the rim and let the clock start.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you. Karen will inbound it. Brodeur and the bounce pass